Okay, Lois, in the papers I've marked so far, you've scored 16 in one, 51 in the other, and 49 in the other. Um, you need to be looking now to be building on those 49 51s into at least the 60s. So let's see if you impress me this time. Well, that has. Ooh, you need to write that as 78%, because the other two are right, so you're going to lose a mark there. That's good. So 17 out of 18 on page 1. I'm happy with that. Well done. Oh God, use a pencil. So I'm going to take a mark off you for that. I mean, you've just proven to me there why you need to use a pencil. Okay, one of the marks is for using as much of that graph as possible. Well, you can't because you want to bloody scribble half of it out. Right, you haven't labelled your axes. That needs to say frequency. That needs to say number of children. You need to have gaps between the bars, but your height is quite good. So out of the 4 marks, you're only going to get 1 for that. Spoiled my Sunday, that is, Lois. Right, 5 is not accurate enough. Length of BE, B to E is there. Bring it onto the page. 5 is there, you're way off. If you said 6 it was closer, but it's actually 5.6. AB is not perpendicular. Perpendicular means it's at right angles to it. This is DC, at right angles to that is AE. BC is right. Angle ADE, A to D to E is that angle there. That is not 180 degrees. Angle BCE is that angle there. That's not 180 degrees. Watch the video clip. Lois, you've got to be able to get marks like that, right? That is really basic stuff that's just needing practice. 2 for the page. After such a good start, that was a shocker. That's not a reflex. This coming outside here would be a reflex. Reflex is greater than 180. This is less than 180. It's obtuse. Good, good. Excellent. Good. Perfect. Okay, 7 for that page. That's a bit of a recovery. That's good, that's good, that's good. Well done. 6, 8, 23, 2, 2, wrong. Okay, this is just adding up. We don't get squareds unless we're multiplying. We've done a fair bit of practice of this now. 5a and 1a is 6a. 6a and 3a is 9a. Okay, so that's a mark you should have got. This isn't an estimate. You actually have to work out what 76 times 54 equals using a non-calculator method. Here, work out what 1/8 is. 48 divided by 8 is 1/8, which is 6. So if 1/8 is 6, 3/8 would be 3 lots of 6, which is 18. That one's wrong. What you do here is you just take the 2 unit digits, the 7 and the 8, and multiply them together. 7 8 is 56. 56 ends in a 6. That means that whole number ends in a 6. So that's the only one that ends in a 6. Here you've got 61 and 67. And I'm guessing you've scribbled that one out. If you've written 63 there, it's wrong, because 7 goes into 63. But if you've just got those two, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And the cube number is 64, because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. That's correct, that's correct, that's wrong. You're multiplying them together. So what you have to do is 8 times 25. But your cube and your square are correct. 2.63, well done. Total for the page, nothing on that side, 4. 6 plus x, 25y. That should be b take 2. Okay, if you think, if the car was 10 meters and the second car was 2 meters shorter, the second car would be 8. 10 take 2. So b take 2. 9r plus 3t, good girl. You got that right. You got these wrong. Wrong. It's out of 16. There are 16 possible outcomes. Of those 16 possible outcomes, 4 of them are 0. So the probability is going to be 4 out of 16. There are 16 possible outcomes. Out of those possible outcomes, the number of them that aren't 0 are 12. There are 16 possible outcomes. Out of those possible outcomes, the number of them that are 8 or less are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's as straightforward as that. 6 for the page. New. Okay, we got a triangle there. 2 little tick marks means it's isosceles, which means these 2 angles are the same. So if you take 56 off 180, you get 124. Those 2 together must add up to 124, and they're the same. So you just take 124 and divide it by 2 to get 62. So that angle is 62, and that angle is 62. Once you know what that angle is, you see that this is on a straight line, so it must add up to 180. And if you take those 2 off, what's left is y. No marks there. Okay, good line. Unfortunately, you have been careless, because that's all correct, but that's not 64. It's not 74. It's 64. So you've blown that last mark. 4 for the page. You're throwing away some real careless marks here. Watch my clip, get the explanation for that. That's correct, that's correct, that's correct, that's wrong. No method, can't give you any marks. The mixed sum of fruits, 16 ounces, 4 ounces is approximately 115 grams. You need 6 ounces, 16 ounces, you need 4 lots of this. So it's 4 times 115. If you double 115, you get 230, double it again, 460. 3 marks there, 3 marks for the page. That is correct for a square, but that is there and that is 2, so you haven't got that mark. That one should be there, and that one shouldn't be there, but should be there. So you haven't got the properties of any of the shapes right. Watch my explanation for that. 100 degrees is right there, well done. That's right, well done. It's negative 13, not plus 13. You've got 8, and you're taking off 21. But the plus 3 is correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That line's wrong. You've lost your equal sign for starters. 4e, you need to take 12 off both sides to get the 4e on its own. So 4e is 6. Then what you want to do is to get the e on its own, you've got to opposite times 4, which is divide by 4. So you made some progress, but you didn't go all the way there. 3, 6 for the page. Okay, Lois, so as I said, 16, 51, 49. I reckon you're going to be in the high 40s, low 50s again. 17, 19, 26, 35, 39, 45, 49, 52, 58. Better than it felt, but boy, you've thrown away some marks there. Careless little things. Shocking graph. You can easily, there's 12 marks, that's all you need to get your C. You have left way more than 12 marks in this paper just with careless mistakes. So I'm frustrated with that. I hope you're frustrated with that, because you should be getting a C.